Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the mid-November 2024. Wrong camera. We are going to jump right in here, Leo, and we are going to see what's going on for you. You have this deep knowing card and this mending card, so a lot of you could be healing. The mending card is just healing something or going through healing. The deep knowing card is something that you know, apparently, and we'll have to find out what that is. But you start off with the Wheel of Fortune in your current general energies. You show up at the bottom here. I'll show you in a minute on the Wheel of Fortune. And whenever you show up as yourself, that puts you in a position of power and strength and really allows you to get what you want from your life. So, it's great to show up as the Wheel of Fortune. I believe that the Wheel of Fortune kind of means that you have to take more control over your life because the wheel can spin in whatever direction it wants. And, again, if you're not controlling the wheel, then it will just spin in any direction. So we can control the wheel through education and learning things, number one. Number two, we can control it by doubling down on good things that happen and also taking care of the challenges right away. Most people allow their challenges to build up and get worse over time instead of fixing them as quickly as possible. And if we do that, we will get the wheel to turn in the right direction. The snake here also represents your vibration, so we can also just be in alignment with the correct energy, and again, we will get what we want with this card. I do feel like something is a mystery to you or for you in your life, and the Wheel of Fortune can encourage us to move towards the mysteries of the universe. There's this Sphinx right here, and the Sphinx represents the mysteries of the universe. So if something is a mystery to you, I would just learn about it, whatever it is. You even have the Ten of Pentacles showing up here as well. And the Ten of Pentacles can be like hidden or secret information, and we'll talk about that in a minute. You have the Six of Swords as your crossing energy. The crossing energy in the Celtic cross can be something that hurts you or helps you, and I kind of feel like it's time to move forward. The Six of Swords can represent being stuck in the mud. There's he has this long staff right here, and he's pushing these people across the choppy waters, but they might be stuck, and so I feel for a lot of you that something might be stuck in the mud or something has been stuck for a certain period of time, and it's time for you to kind of get unstuck by making some moves, or again, it might be time to educate yourself or learn more about something. Again, in the area of your thoughts or what's on your mind, we have the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles is everything you want and desire in your life. The Ten of Pentacles forms the tree of life, and so I feel for a lot of you that you are thinking about building and leaving a legacy. The whole point of the Ten of Pentacles is to build and leave a legacy, which is, could be anything, whatever it is that you want. And so you're thinking about it. There are two ways to read this card. You can read it as an inheritance because of this old guy right here. He kind of makes the Ten of Pentacles about receiving an inheritance or getting an inheritance. There's another way to read the card, which he is a beggar, and he is coming and bringing this family a gift after they had, the story of this card is that they had the birth of another child, and he kind of represents a beggar. He represents someone who has nothing to give, who is giving them something. So the Ten of Pentacles can represent receiving information from an unlikely source. It can represent learning something from a person, place, or a thing about something that you're trying to accomplish, and you might not think about it, right? Because it's if you think about it, sometimes children say things to us, and children are very intuitive, and so we just brush it off and we don't even think about it. And so this card says don't brush information off. I've watched movies before that have given me answers to things that I'm working on or dealing with, and so this kind of says pay attention to information that could be coming in for you, because again, it could be very helpful, even if it seems like it's coming from an unlikely source. Next, in the area of your foundation, you have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is about letting go of something that you no longer enjoy. The Five of Cups is a card of regrets and sadness, but the story of the card is that he has lost his taste for wine. He has this wine spilt in front of him, but he is sad that he can't enjoy wine any longer because he once enjoyed it. So this basically says that you might be grieving the loss of something that you wouldn't allow back into your life in the first place, but you're still sad that you don't have it. And so the Five of Cups says you need to see that there's something much better behind you, these two cups, and then you get this bridge in this castle. Again, the solution for the Five of Cups is to practice gratitude, being grateful for what you want, and then you attract the bridge and the castle, and that's what I would do there. Next, in the area of the past, this is the energy of what you're moving past. You have this bobcat spirit says life is a mystery. You have this elephant spirit says learn from the past. So definitely, we talked about both of these things already, basically. The mystery, life is a mystery is the Wheel of Fortune, needing to embrace the mysteries or needing to learn more about things that are mysterious to you. The elephant spirit says you've learned the lessons from the past and now you just need to implement what you've learned into your life. You have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups can be your emotions overflowing, getting everything, kind of doing something that causes flow in your life. I always say that cup can just reach down into the water below it and it can cause itself to fill back up. So it's not really struggling to be in the flow. I also feel that this could be like an offer of peace. We are in a retrograde heavy time. So you could have like an ex or, a past person who's coming in with an apology or making an offer of peace. And, again, I'm not saying you have to like talk to the person or anything, but it definitely could be happening. So there you go. Next, in the area of your very near future, you have this Immerse card and this Relax card. I do feel like you have to like 10 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, anything that, has to do with your ultimate vision for your life with the 10 of Pentacles. I think it would be a great time to, immerse yourself in the ideas or the thoughts or the habits or the plans of, some sort of goal, wish, or dream that you have. I would really surround yourself with the energy of, having the thing that you don't have. And so maybe you have to pretend that you have something that you want, but I think immersing yourself in that energy will attract it into you. I also feel the Relax card is like literally saying relax. I love when people tell me to relax, right? Here, Leo, but what I would say is the Relax card, I feel, is saying that something's coming in for you. There's like nothing, whatever it is with the 10 of Pentacles. It could be like your big goal, wish, or dream. 10 of Pentacles, the thing with the 10 of Pentacles is it can be everything that you want. So I feel like this is saying, relax into it. Don't, stress about the things that you don't have yet, right? Also, in the area of your very near future, you have the Temperance card. Temperance is patience. I feel like you have been very patient. Temperance is also about turning one thing into another. It's a card of alchemy. And again, I would make the changes that you can right now. It's kind of like, I always tell people who want love that they shouldn't be, it's like you don't have to wait for love. You can make the changes and start loving yourself and do the things you would do if you were in a relationship now instead of waiting. And that way you're in the energy of receiving. And that's what I feel like the Temperance card is saying. It's like saying you might not have exactly what you want right now, but you can at least be in the energy of what you want right now. And you can act as if you already have what you want right now. And that's exactly what I would do with this Temperance card is I would get in that energy. Sometimes I feel that the Temperance card is kind of like saying, what are you waiting for? He has this path back here. This is called the path to glory. And there's this crown right here. He could easily step off on that path and get that crown. There's really nothing that he needs to wait for. There's like nothing he needs to, he's kind of like, I look at him as trying to perfect his situation. He's pouring that water back and forth, trying to turn water into wine. Meanwhile, he could just go down the path and get his crown. There's like nothing more for him to do. So again, if you're waiting for something, I kind of feel this is saying, go and get it. Plain and simple. In your outcome row, you have this card. It says, you are enough. There you go. Yeah, right. There's nothing that needs to change with that Temperance card. You are enough. You do not have to give more, is what this card says. You have this Write a Letter card. It says, write a letter to your inner child. Yeah, I think it would be an amazing time to do that. But I feel this is just saying that you need to realize that you are enough. You have everything you need with these two cards. In the area of the next few months, you have the Ten of Wands. I do feel like you're going to be working hard at the end of the year here, and I don't think it's a bad thing. Again, I don't read the Ten of Wands as a bad card. He is working hard because he wants to. He planted those wands. Those wands represent his harvest, and he is almost at a finish line. He's about to reach his home in the background. So really, the Ten of Wands can represent your hard work paying off. It's like, yeah, sure, it can say that you're burdened, but these burdens might be worth it. Maybe not. I don't know. You're going to have to answer that question on your own. But usually, sometimes, with the Ten of Wands, the burdens that we're carrying are worth it because that is the reward that we're getting for the hard work, is those 10 Wands. So I don't really think this is necessarily a bad thing. And I also kind of feel this is saying you're closer to the finish line than you think. So if you are working on something or towards something, I feel like you are much closer than you think. Next, in the area of your closest relationships, this is all relationships, not just love. You have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is clarity. She only has clouds halfway up her body on the card, and so it kind of says that she is seeing clearly for the first time. I kind of feel like you're like cautiously optimistic with people. There's no doubt that you have definitely learned lessons with people over the past few years. I think that you've learned lessons about like who you can trust, who you can't trust. Maybe you've felt stabbed in the back with the Queen of Swords as well in your connections. But the thing is, I think it's important that you don't turn off. Sometimes I think when too many people stab us in the back, we're just like, everybody stabs me in the back. But I feel like the Queen of Swords is saying, no, you have learned. You have this card that says learn from the past. And so, I think we have to be careful to overcorrect and say, I'm never going to talk to another person again in my entire life, right? We have to say, okay, these people did these things. What didn't I pay attention to? What didn't I see? And now you can see it because you're clear for the first time. And so now she is cautiously optimistic. She's willing to receive an offer, but she will chop something's head off if it's wrong, right? And so I think a lot of you need to be willing to receive and be more open. And again, we're not just talking about love. Like I said, we're talking about all relationships. So I think that in your dealings with all relationships, that you can be cautiously optimistic. Next, in the this is the area of your future feelings. You have the Judgment card. I feel like you're feeling called. It's like I feel like you feel like you're living life on purpose. This is the card of your purpose, but I feel like this is more. It's not really saying that to me. It's more saying that you feel like you're doing the right things. You feel like things are kind of flowing in the right direction, or maybe you're feeling like you can accomplish more of what you want to accomplish. So yeah, overall, I feel pretty good about this Judgment card. I'm not really getting anything more on that. We're going to clarify it in just a minute. You have the Death card as your outcome, so some sort of major transformation going into your life. With the Queen of Swords, I kind of get the feeling that this could be clarity, because in the background of the Death card, we have the two pillars from the moon right here, and the sun is coming up between those two pillars. And so it can kind of say that you're entering into a sun period, and a sun period is a period of clarity, joy, happiness, peace, and a moon period is a period of confusion. So it's like you're leaving behind a period of confusion and you're getting some answers. I also feel like you could just be making changes with the Judgment card. Judgment, these people are kind of like standing in this coffin. The coffin represents their old life. Outside the coffin represents their new life. Obviously, something that dies goes in a coffin, and you have the Death card at the end. So I think you're just transforming. And you also have the Temperance card, which is also a transformation. Can't make this up. With the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Swords, you have the sun. Exactly what I just said. You are entering into a sun period. A sun period is a period of time of great clarity, so you could be gaining a lot of clarity. Even though we're entering into a retrograde heavy time of the year, I always say retrogrades can bring a lot of clarity. Retrogrades, we revisit things, we go back over things, and usually the things that we go back over or revisit bring a lot of clarity into our lives. So I feel like you could be getting a lot of clarity at this time. The sun is also your card, Leo, so you could be getting a lot of attention, standing out. Whenever you show up as yourself, it really puts you in a position of power and strength. We already said this with the Wheel of Fortune, but the sun kind of makes that energy a little bit better. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is about getting curious about how you can accomplish something. People say to me all the time in my comments that they want to do something, and they say, but I can't do this. And I always say, yeah, not with that attitude, you can't. But just play the game. Just imagine how you could accomplish something like the Ten of Pentacles, right? And don't allow doubt to creep in. Just imagine it and see what happens, right? Humor me here, Leo. So if there's something you want, I think you just need to imagine it and play with it and see where it goes. And that's what I would do with the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is all about following your curiosities. If you follow your curiosity, you will find success. And that's what I would do with that card. With the Five of Cups, you have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, there's something is dead, done, over with in your life. We go straight up to the Judgment card. Ten of Swords says something from the past is dead, done, over with. Could be a past hurt, past heartbreak, past job that you had. Could be anything. The Ten of Swords is really a blessing in disguise. And again, I think with the Five of Cups, this is saying that once you start being grateful for what you have, I think you're going to see how something that's not in your life anymore is actually a blessing. For some of you, I feel this has to do with work. I kind of get the feeling that Things aren't the way they used to be probably in work. If this part of the message is for you, I think that things aren't like how they used to be, and that could be a little stressful, but I also feel this could be a little bit of a blessing. With the Ace of Cups, you have the Three Cups. Three Cups is a celebration or happiness coming in for you. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be creating or developing a lot of happiness with the Three Cups. I feel like there could be a lot of joy, peace, and happiness coming in for you with the Three Cups as well. So I like to see that. I also, for whatever reason, I'm getting good news. This is showing up in your past position. But again, I read intuitively, and intuitively, I feel like there's some sort of good news coming in for you. This could be like a reunion with a person. But again, I would say, probably not love, probably just a person and I feel like there's some sort of good news that you're receiving, like from a person. Could even be like your children or something like that you're getting good news from. With the Temperance card in the area of the very near future, you have the Seven of Swords. Yes, all you have to do is be tactical. Seven of Swords is not a bad card. Seven of Swords is a golden card. Golden cards are meant to be positive no matter what. So he is being tactical in his approach to accomplish something. Instead of going to war, he is, with this army in the background, he's stealing their swords so they can't be used against him in battle. So he's going to war, but just in a different way. And the Seven of Swords says, how can you do what you want to do in your life, but just in a different way? Or, how can you accomplish your goals, which is your dreams, but just in a different way? And, that's what I would say here is like, be flexible. Even the Temperance card says, if one way to do something doesn't work, try another. With the Ten of Wands, you have the Five of Cups. It's like, when am I going to get there? Like, are we there yet? Like, I feel like you are the little kid in the back seat saying, are we there yet? And I kind of feel this is saying, with that Seven of Swords, that you should be more playful. I'm not calling you out either, Leo, because I am probably the most extremely impatient person on earth. So I am still that little kid in the back seat. But you have the Seven of Swords there. On the Seven of Swords, he has these polka dots on his cloak. And the polka dots represent needing to be more playful, or needing to just, kind of like enjoy the journey. And, I kind of feel like I feel like that Five of Cups is saying, like, are we there yet? It's like, there's something you want, and it's been a long time coming, is what I feel with that Ten of Wands. And you're like, when am I ever going to get this thing that I want and desire? This could be anything. It could be a connection, it could be marriage, it could be a job, your dream position, whatever. It's like you're getting there. And I feel this is just saying, like, enjoy the journey. With the Queen of Swords, you have the Nine of Cups. Yes, allowing the right people into your life will bring you into alignment. The Nine of Cups is a card of wishes or wish fulfillment, but really it's a card of being in alignment with what you want. And so usually if we get into alignment with the Nine of Cups, we attract the things that we want faster. Showing up in the area of your closest relationships, I would say definitely, surrounding yourself with the right people will get you into alignment faster, which will help you attract things faster, which is exactly what we want. With the Judgment card, you have the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is juggling, it's busyness or being busy. So a lot of you could be kind of busy. Definitely with that Ten of Wands, I feel like you're very busy at the end of the year here. But it's like good busy. I think this is not bad busy. But what I would say is Two of Pentacles, work hard, play hard. So I think as long as you're balancing the energy, then there's going to be nothing really wrong here. I'm also getting like a settlement as well. I have a couple cards in the tarot that I call clue cards. And this is not accurate tarot, but Two of Pentacles to me sometimes can represent a settlement. And you have the Judgment card. So if you're dealing with something legal, or if you're waiting for an inheritance, or, if you're dealing with something like that, the Two of Pentacles could be you finally receiving a settlement. With the Death card, you have the Page of Pentacles, something new, plain and simple. You're entering into a completely different time in your life, plain and simple. Page of Pentacles is something new. It's something different. It's something exciting. Page of Pentacles is a card of studiousness. We were talking all about how you need to learn and learn as much as you can. I would do all those things. You have this April card and the Shark card. It says, take care, it will be loss of material wealth. Yeah, I would say until next year. I think this is true for everyone for forever. So, I don't know. I would just keep an eye on your finances. Again, I don't think we should be paranoid about money. I just think that, I don't think we need to be like preppers or anything like that. But definitely the money the government gives us is definitely funny money. It's not worth the paper it's printed on. So I would just pay attention. I think we're in a time where we should all just pay attention. People keep asking me, should I invest my money in Bitcoin? Should I invest my money in gold or silver or whatever? I'm like, I failed math my entire life. How I graduated high school, I have no freaking clue because I never passed algebra. So I am not the person you should be asking for investment advice. So do not listen to me. That's the first thing. Second, we also have Uranus and Taurus. If you invest in something just because someone told you to, you will get spanked. I promise you. Uranus and Taurus does not like get rich quick. So that's what I will tell you. With Uranus and Taurus, if we want to make money, we have to come up with the reasons why the thing that we're doing is a good idea. And I know that's not sexy because everybody just wants to spank the easy button and just be like, oh, I put money into Pizza Coin because my cousin told me to invest in this and it's going to make me $1 billion. Nope, not going to happen. You will get caught up in a scam. So I tell everyone, you need to do your research. There is endless amounts of information on the internet and YouTube alone, and you need to figure it out for yourself. And if you do that, you will be very successful. If not, you'll be one of the people that leaves a comment that says, I got scammed, right? So don't get scammed. You have this finger card. It says, warning you of a problem either now or in the future. Again, Wheel of Fortune, take care of your problems quickly. Wheel of Fortune says even if you can't control certain things, you can do things. It's like bills, for example. It's like sometimes people can't pay their bills, which I totally get it. But this card and the Wheel of Fortune would say, what can you do? Can you call up the company and work with them and all this other stuff? People love to tell me this doesn't work. But I'll also get a million stories of people who are like, I called up my electric company and they helped me out, right? So I don't know, you can say it doesn't work and just not try it and sit there and suffer, or you can do something about it. And so I would take care of things as quickly as you possibly can and don't hide from them, right? You have this broken bridge. It says unsuccessful outcome to a problem. All those cards kind of say the same thing. I'm wondering if that's the Ten of Swords. It's like the Ten of Swords could just be a situation where you're not seeing eye to eye with a past person or someone stabbed you in the back. And I think you're just moving past it, really. You have this bag card, something important such as a new job or a raise. You could be getting your bag, definitely. And again, this is why I wouldn't be spending your money. It's like sometimes we make more money when we spend it. So I feel like this is saying hold on to some of your money. You have this lily card. It says spiritual love. Not really a love reading. I mean, I think love is always available to us. So you could be attracting a spiritual connection. You do have the Page of Pentacles. I would say it's a new person for sure. But yeah, if you want love, definitely it's here. But this looks really, really good, Leo. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your month.